Tabor, your shot was on from the beginning of the game. How nice was it for you to start a game like that?
Oh, it was great. You know, obviously I've been kind of a rough few games just with my shot, trying to get back in rhythm, and so it was nice to feel it going.
And how much better are you guys when Kamiko plays defense like that?
Oh, it's so important. You know, Kamiko is, everyone always says we need her, but I mean, you can see out there why we need her and her energy. And, you know, she made 3 plays back to back. She got an offensive rebound put back, then she tipped the ball, and then she got, she got a block and then assist, like bang, bang, bang. And that's just the explosiveness that she has. And so I'm really proud of her and excited, you know, because I know that she'll build on this, so it's great.
Tabor, I think that's the first double-figure scoring game you've had in a while. Do you track that or not?
Honestly, I just try to see, you know, I think for this team I need to shoot well, and I haven't been, so I've been pretty frustrated with that. And so it was just nice to, you know, I look more at percentages, and so to see that I shot a pretty good percentage, that was good.
Tabor, the balance scoring, you know, has 6 people in double figures. I mean, how much can that help as the season moves forward if you continue getting this kind of balance?
Well, it's great. You know, obviously when we get into tougher games, we're going to kind of have to have some more go-to people, people that we can, you know, rely on for scoring. But if we can build that up right now, and everyone on this team is very talented, and anyone's capable of going off for 20 a night, just depending on the defense and what they want to take away. And so it was great to see, especially our freshmen. You know, Nia played great, Jasmine, and Bashar. You know, everyone. That's really important for them early on in the season to get their confidence.
Tabor, how important was it after Holly let the team, players that could, sneak home for the holidays to come back and have a good game after getting a little mini break like that?
Yeah, it was vital. We needed to come back and you know, have a great statement game, I think. And obviously our first half was very subpar, and so to come back in the second half with great energy and finish the way we did was needed.
All right, Tabor, we'll let you go out.
Kamiko, your defense was noticeably improved this game. Has that become a point of emphasis, and has it been made a point of emphasis? How has that come about?
Honestly, it's just getting in shape. You know, I've always struggled with fatigue, and suicides and the amount of running that we do in practice is starting to pay off. And defense has always been an emphasis for me. You know, since my freshman year, they've always let me be a defensive stopper. So I'm just trying to take it as a challenge and pick up full court this year because that's what they're looking for. But I mean, it all just goes back down to being in shape.
And then you guys created 34 turnovers today. Do you feel like this was one of your best defensive efforts in the early season?
Most definitely. 34 turnovers, that's a lot. I didn't know that. That's a lot of turnovers. But at the same time, we had 19. So we just need to take care of the ball more and just continue to make the other team.
Meighan, your defense has noticeably improved too. Has that become a point of emphasis for you just as much?
It has, and I mean, it's just been something that I've been trying to focus on as much as I can. And Holly and Coach Elsie have been on me like crazy about my defense, but I think it just brings a benefit to the rest of the team because when we have good ball pressure, everybody else gets an easier steal. You know, we get the ball and push it up in transition. But I think that's just the biggest thing for me right now is trying to focus on my defense and, you know, making sure I'm doing, you know, what I can to help benefit the team as far as the defensive end.
Meighan, could you talk about that sequence that Tabor referred to with your teammate here? The rebound basket, and then she had the block, and, and made that Joe Montana pass down the floor. I mean, what was that like to watch that?
It was so funny because we were just talking about that, and it's just like Tabor said, like there's so much that she can bring to the table, and I think sometimes she doesn't even realize it. And I mean, we see it, everybody else sees it, but that's something that we expect of her all the time. And you know, when she does that, she gets everybody else involved. It brings the best out of everybody else, and I think that that's something that, you know, we're going to need from her from here on out when we play Middle Tennessee, North Carolina, Texas, and Baylor, and Stanford. We're going to need her no matter what. So I think if she just comes in practice and does it every day and comes to the game and comes mentally ready and, like she said, continues to get in shape and things like that, I feel like everything is going to fall right into place.
What does it take for you to do that? I mean, in a situation where maybe it's a key play rather than just a highlight in a 53-point?
Honestly, I've always been a reaction type of player, and I just kind of got the ball, blocked it, turned around, saw Megan running, just threw it. She just happened to be
You
quick
know I'm
enough
gonna get it.
enough to go get it. But I mean, a lot of things that I do, it's just off a reaction. I really don't think about it. It kind of just happens, and I'm just like, oh, I hope it goes through, or if it doesn't, okay, we need to go back to defense. But I don't really think about it. I just kind of just let things go the way it is. So.
Megan Jasmine Jones only played, I think, like 3 minutes last week, 4 fouls, still for her to bounce back 10.7 rebounds, how encouraging is that to her?
I think with Jasmine, I think she's a mental giant, and I think that's something that she's learned from today. Like even when she got her early fouls today, she remembered, from the last game, she was telling me, I don't want to focus on, getting another foul. I just want to go out there and play. And I told her, I said, well, there's just some little things that you have to remember when you go out there and you want to be tippy-tap. The rest are going to call tippy-tap fouls, but you got to be disciplined. Even me, I was trying to be disciplined. I was telling her, but I got my 4th foul, and I sat out the rest of the game. So I just wanted to be, encouraging to her and remind her, there's things can get better, and you just got to learn from your mistakes. But she really did an excellent job, and she really bounced back today, and I was very proud of her.
Final question.
Megan, have you ever seen a box score like this? I mean, 6 players in double figures and make 5 of them with 10 points. I mean, it's just, I don't think you can try and do that.
I mean, you can. I mean, that's just that, like she just said, that's team basketball. And I think, with our assist to turnover ratio, like that right there just says it all. Because in the beginning, we didn't have that many assists. We had more turnovers than assists. And I think that's one thing about us. We've learned to play together. We've kind of learned to, know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and be able to get out there and play with each other and lift each other up when we're down and things like that, and just stick together like the coaches always tell us when adversity is.
All right, ladies, thank you very much.